majesty.
I can scarce believe my eyes. Queen Rosalind, these are our friends from the swamp, the ones who helped us escape.
You!
You couldn't know them, my queen. Perhaps you saw their kinsmen in a painting, so they only seem familiar.
I saw you in the Moonweald, when you spoke to the golden-haired child. Was it only a dream, or were you really there?
I was there, and I spoke to the child, just as you say.
I know it seems improbable, but of the things I have seen on this journey, such a dream is the least unlikely.
I've met the child before, but only in dreams. 3 nights ago, I saw him again. The child said that Jane and her army were near. That's why I told Lord Devonsey to collapse the front gate.
Did the child say anything more?
Only that help was coming. 3 days after the siege began.
Jane was clever this time. She traveled only by night, and she kept her army small and silent. We would never have been ready if the Queen hadn't warned us.
You said that you've met the child more than once?
The first time was the night my father was killed, and we fled his court in Glayson.
It was Her Majesty's dream that led us safely here. She kept her calm. So young, but very much a queen.
Every time Jane comes close to catching us, the child warns me and we escape. It's happened twice more since Glayson.
Your Majesty, I was sent here to find you. The Legion seeks an alliance with the royal court.
An alliance? I'm not sure the Queen is ready to take such a radical step.
Am I not? My father refused to reconcile with the Legion. He kept his pride and lost himself a kingdom. If not for these Legionnaires, you would still be trapped in the swamp, and I would be at Jane Cassinda's mercy. For that alone, I trust them.
This is not a matter of trust, Your Majesty, but of appearances. The Legion murdered your grandfather.
The Legion murdered no one. You were a Legionnaire yourself. You should know.
Are you so sure you know the truth? Were you there? Were you privy to the Grand Master's council, as I was?
I'll hear no more talk of my grandfather's murder. Whatever the truth may be, these Legionnaires are our guests, and our friends.
The signal? So soon? Jane moved faster than we thought. We're not ready to repel her.
Jane and her army found a way into the mines?
2 ways, actually. We collapsed the main entrance, but we didn't have time to seal the others. She's attacking all the breaches at once. Must be driving her people hard.
Give us your leave, and we'll help you defend this place.
A poor queen I should be if I refused the help of a friend. Lord Devonsey can tell you where you're needed most.
Jane's soldiers are pushing their way into the mining tunnels above and below us. I'd thought to collapse those tunnels more quickly, but my people are too few. We need to drive back the enemy soldiers, set black powder charges at each of the mining tunnels, and get out of the way before they collapse.
When the tunnels are sealed, is there any other way for Jane to get inside?
Only one. A half-finished tunnel at the base of the deep well. I'd hoped to seal all the entrances but that one, force her to attack us there. But the present circumstances may work in our favor. The lower entrance won't seem so much like an obvious trap. Assuming, of course, that we can stop her forces in the mining tunnels.
How many of your soldiers are left?
Just the few you saw in the swamp. Page boys and destitute lords, most of them.
No time to waste then. I'll head for the mining tunnels.
Roderick is my officer in charge. He's probably on his way to the tunnels.
And thank you. It means a great deal to have the Legion at my side.
I see that everyone's been introduced. Please, Legionnaire, come speak to me when you have a moment. Welcome to our home. Not the most lavish of courts, I'll admit, but it's not without a certain homely charm. Still, what little we do have is at risk. You know this all too well, I'm sure. The battle for this mountain will determine the Queen's future. but also at issue are the riches of the past, dwarven treasures that must be preserved.
What exactly are you trying to protect?
Geomantic artifacts are scattered throughout these mines. Tomes, devices, enchantments, and painite. One of the rarest gems in all of Ebb, key to the greatest accomplishments of geomancy.
You want me to find some painite, I assume?
Yes, you have a lodestar already, so you'll know how to use this. It's a lodestar that reacts to the presence of painite. A dozen samples will be sufficient. I will greatly appreciate it if you bring them to me.
The floating stones I've seen. You're trying to protect things like that?
Levitating stones are but a trifle. Humble reminders of Glitterdelve's geomantic dependency. Floating stones, flowing water, even the giant fans. All would be impossible if not for the stone stream.